Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Saturday, August 2nd. Key points we're going to focus on today. Got daily thunderstorm chances continuing through the weekend and Monday. We'll see those peak in coverage each afternoon and evening, with some isolated stronger storms possible each day. Temperatures will hold steady as we head into early next week, generally highs in those 70s and 80s to low 90s, but turning a bit warmer and dry as we head into midweek. Highs back in the 80s and 90s as dry conditions prevail region-wide. Trending a bit cooler, though, as we head into the next part of the weekend. So starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, highs drop back to those 70s and 80s, along with some breezy winds to finish out the week. And taking a quick look at satellite imagery for you this morning, mostly clear skies across eastern Idaho. Bit of moisture and isolated shower and thunderstorm activity this morning has decayed, but we will see some isolated showers and virga out there this morning, ahead of another round of thunderstorms this afternoon. And taking a look at your weather risk outlook for the next 5 days, we'll focus on a mix of isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms through Monday, shifting north for Sunday and Monday. Bit more scattered in coverage further north on the 4th, but heading into the 5th and 6th of August, dry conditions are expected back region-wide. And take a look at wind gusts we saw out there yesterday. Gusts up to about 40 to 50 miles an hour, strongest out across the Arco Mud Lake Desert, along with a few strong thunderstorms south of the Snake River Plain yesterday that produced gusts up to around 50 miles an hour. And for today, a near repeat of temperatures. We're looking at highs again, mostly in those 70s and 80s, low 90s as you head further south and west, with another very dry day in store. Relative humidity still in those teens and 20s. Wind gusts and thunderstorm chances for today. We'll see gusts up to about 25 to 30 miles an hour, with around a 10 to 30% chance of thunderstorms region-wide, a bit higher as you head further north. And from the Storm Prediction Center today, we are highlighted in our entire region just for a general thunderstorm outlook. HRF model probability of thunder highlights those best chances, generally again in about that 40-50% chance of thunder range into our mountains, but can't rule out some isolated activity certainly across the Snake River Plain, Magic Valley. And taking a look at timing for you today. Overall, we're going to start off the day dry outside of some maybe isolated showers and virga potentially, but best chances for thunderstorms will develop between about 12 and 3 o'clock. See two corridors, one further north, another further south, and another further east. We'll see those continue as we head through this afternoon and evening. Primary hazards with these storms will center around gusts in excess of 40 miles an hour, some small hail and brief heavy rain, but taking you through sunset tonight, maybe some isolated activity across the upper valley through around midnight, but dry conditions are expected back again for tonight into Sunday morning. And speaking of Sunday, pretty similar temperatures. We'll keep those cool mornings out there, 30s, 40s, and 50s for your Sunday, with afternoon highs still hanging out in those 70s and 80s, low 90s further south and west. Wind gusts and thunderstorm chances on Sunday will at least keep some isolated mention, again, primarily further north, less than about a 10-15% chance as you head further south, gusts up to about 20 in the afternoon. And from the Storm Prediction Center, again, highlighting that northerly push of moisture for Sunday. Mostly going to be in the Central Mountains, Montana Divide region, and out towards Boise and eastern Oregon. And for your Monday, temperatures staying fairly consistent, if not maybe changing a degree or two for Monday. Still highs in those 70s, 80s to low 90s following a cool morning. And with thunderstorm chances on Monday, best chances again will be focused further north as we see a bit of an uptick in winds, generally staying isolated, but can't rule out some scattered coverage as you head up into northern Lemhi County. And from the Storm Prediction Center on your Monday, do have a risk of thunderstorms, again, primarily further north, with a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms across portions of Lemhi County for Monday. And for your Tuesday, temperatures cool off a bit behind that trough there on Monday, so a cool morning, 30s, 40s, and 50s, with afternoon highs near normal to below normal in the 70s and 80s. And wind gusts on Tuesday, only gusts about 25 to 30 miles an hour. That'll be the going trend as we finish out the week. And for your Wednesday, noticeably warmer as we head into the middle part of the week, highs back in the 80s and 90s across the board. And for Wednesday, we'll keep with just some slight afternoon breezy winds, gusts up to about 20 to 30 miles an hour each day. And for your Thursday and Friday, another hot day there on Thursday, 80s and 90s, cooling off slightly for Friday. increasing influence of high pressure. Going to see a couple of troughs working up and over that feature. That'll help to cool us down a little bit as we head into later in the week. So more 70s and 80s than 80s and 90s. But temperatures staying right around near normal, if not slightly above normal midweek, trending below normal later in the week. And a look at what's to come. There's that cool down I was talking about, more near normal to below normal favored temperatures across the Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies. And with respect to precipitation, keeping us in between that more active pattern to the north, drier conditions favored here in southern Idaho down into the Great Basin. 8 to 14, slight uptick in temperatures as we head into the middle parts of August. But with respect to precipitation, no big signals changing there. Still looking at below normal favored precipitation through August 9th through the 15th. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Saturday.